Welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. And we're finally starting plot again. And honestly, I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of
Yo, brace yourself
quests left to do. Oop, wrong button. If I can get to a high enough level, I would like to attempt this. And I don't even know if it's possible for Sid to give me a call for when that's finished, when I'm off doing the next bit of lore here. Yep, let's go. It's time. Waiting for you in Altissia.
Look, Prince Noctis, even the marshal came to say goodbye. I heard the Regalia's going on the boat with you. You didn't forget to pack anything, did you? Have a safe trip, Prince Noctis.
I guess it's goodbye for now. The Regalia is already waiting below deck. Hopefully, she'll serve you as well across the ocean as she did here. Just don't break her, or Sid'll have your head.
O'er rotted soil under blighted sky, a dread plague the wicked has wrought. In the light of the gods, sword sworn at his side, against the dark the king's battle is fought. From the heavens high to the blessed below shines the beam of a peace long besought. Long live thy line and the stone divine, for the night when all comes to naught.
Huh.
Something I gotta get off my chest.
What's that?
I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't there for your father. I swore an oath to protect the king, but I wasn't strong enough to uphold it.
Ain't nothing nobody could have done to stop what happened.
Yeah. I realize that.
But you need to realize just what you mean to the boys by your side.
I do.
Even if they can't solve your problems, you can't hide what's going on from them. It hurts like hell. Remember, those ain't your bodyguards. They're your brothers. Trust in them, always.
Get the fuck out of my way, Prompta.
Hopefully, she'll serve you as well across the ocean as she did here. Just don't break her, or Sid'll have your head. I guess it's goodbye for now.
You can never have too many tools. Here, learn to wield not only weapons, but magic as well. Just remember, it's a destructive force that doesn't discriminate. I suggest putting someone in charge of it. Just remember, it's a destructive force that doesn't discriminate. I suggest putting someone in charge of it. Just remember, it's a destructive force that doesn't discriminate. I suggest putting someone in charge of it. Just remember, it's a destructive force that doesn't discriminate. I suggest putting someone in charge of it.
Waiting for an invitation? Get your asses on board.
I have no idea what Cord just gave me.
Hey, Your Majesty!
What's up?
Please, come back soon! We need our king!
Yeah! Count on it!
I thought I remembered more people being around when we set sail. And we all took a big picture. And that ends that chapter. Oh, well, maybe it's this I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I am thinking of. I don't know who all these people are. I mean, that's King Regis by the Regalia, and then that's Sid in the center. I have no idea who those other two people are, though. I don't know if the game ever even says it. I don't recall the game ever saying it. Let me look it up right now. Wescom and Claris. Okay, yeah. Well, that makes sense. Claris is Gladius's dad. I'm not sure who this Wescom character is. Yeah, so I already kind of assumed so, but Claris's dad is the one wearing the Gladius's dad, Claris, is the one wearing the hat. Apparently, this Wescom character is in Altissia. He has a floating restaurant on waters. And we're actually going to visit him. Yeah, I do not remember that character at all. Yeah, this is the chapter we're gonna meet him. We're probably the next cutscene I see, he's probably gonna be in it. Now that would be ironic.
The wedding day arrives, but alas, without the bride. Of course, we've come for the Hydrian, and you've gone to such lengths to prepare.
Merely my duty.
Ah, but for an outsider to lead the Imperial army must be a battle in and of itself. You've spoken to Lady Lunafreya?
No.
That obstinate secretary, standing in the way, while you rush off to slay the Hydrian for your poor sister's sake. I know the price of the Covenant.
You know, I've always wanted to go sailing like this.
Not many opportunities living in Insomnia.
Out here, it's just us and the horizon. It's amazing. It's life-changing.
We've quite a ways to go until we reach Altissia, so keep gushing to your heart's content.
When we step off the boat, we'll be in a foreign country.
The anticipation alone is a foreign sensation.
And to think this is where we were headed to begin with.
We've been through a lot.
And there's still more to come.
So next on the docket is Leviathan.
What sort of deity are we dealing with?
A serpent said to embody the roar and rage of the sea.
We'll have to see for ourselves.
Can't let Lady Lunafreya do all the heavy lifting. You must be so psyched to see her.
Luna?
Yeah.
Well, we need to make sure she's all right before anything else.
Indeed, her well-being is top priority.
Don't like this going down on Imperial turf.
You think Lady Lunafreya's in danger there?
The Empire did invade Lucis for the ring. I have no faith their ruthless ambitions will stop short of harming the Oracle.
Without the ring, the crystal's no more than a rock.
I suppose. Does anyone know how Lady Lunafreya came to have the ring?
It seems likely His Majesty entrusted it to her safekeeping back at the Crown City.
So she's held onto it this whole time, all the way to Altissia.
The ring is important, and so is Leviathan. But Luna comes first.
You know, I was thinking back to our encounter with Ravus. Do you recall an apparatus in place of his arm?
Yeah, I remember.
Seems he lost his old one in the invasion, but in its place, he seems to have acquired new power.
Power?
That would help explain how a son of Tenebrae suddenly came to command Niflheim's army.
Now that you mention it, his strength did seem sort of supernatural. I just chalked it up to the Oracle lineage.
His ancestry may be part of it, but that alone wouldn't account for his freakish strength.
I wonder what could have happened to him.
There's a disturbing rumor about Lord Ravus has taken to brandishing His Majesty's sword.
My dad's.
Then what's the big idea behind that?
That his power's the same as the power of kings?
I cannot say for sure, but I have my doubts. Ravus wears the sword, but doesn't wield it.
For all his newfound powers, he's still the Chancellor's lapdog, holding on to the enemy king's sword like some badge of honor.
It might help if we knew what he was after.
Who can say?
What are the odds the Empire will crash the pool party with Leviathan?
Consider it a guarantee. They felled a god to prevent Noct from receiving his blessing. They'll do so again.
But we beat him to the big guy, thanks to our friendly guide.
Never know which way that one's gonna move next.
The Chancellor has an agenda all his own.
Sometimes it helps, like when he called off his army and let us escape.
But he was still a creep about it.
Well, feels like he's only helping us because he wants something. I just don't know what.
Reckon we'll see him again?
Certainly hope not.
Not your type?
No love lost for phonies.
As Gladio said, his actions are motivated not by altruism, but by self-interest. And when he does come to our aid, I see only condescension in his eyes.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Ever think you think too much?
Sometimes, but it's always preferable to the alternative.
So, soon you'll have your old man's ring back.
Yeah, when we arrive in Altissia.
Good thing. To him, it was his heritage.
Is that what my dad said?
Carrying a royal line ain't a task to be taken lightly. For a small thing, that ring can sure weigh heavy. After he became king, I only ever saw his face in the paper.
Wait, weren't you at the coronation?
No, I was long gone from the city.
Must have been invited at least.
Had a falling out of sorts with your old man. Right at the end of the trip.
You did?
I was given to understand you stayed in touch.
We buried the hatchet years later, but never talked face to face again. Should have paid a visit while I had the chance. Well, no use dwelling on it now. Got the regalia in the hold, but y'all gonna stay in Altissia for a good while, right?
Yes, we believe so.
In that case, I'll tune her up for y'all. Not that I'll have much to do, though. Well, with Cindy looking after the old girl.
If you say she's good, she must be great.
She was never afraid of hard work. Heaven knows she had a hard childhood.
Hard childhood?
He means her parents.
Lost them both when she was little. Was big enough to understand, though. And to hurt. But you wouldn't guess that, seeing her now.
Not at all. She's always so cheerful.
Well, that ought to tell you how far she's come.
Now, you must have seen your fair share of Altissia by now.
Yeah, only done been the once. Stayed a good while, though.
What's it like?
Big old city.
Big. Okay.
Well, it ain't the crown city.
Different. Got it.
You'll see for yourself. Foreign lands seldom lend themselves to trite explanations.
Change of scenery ought to do you good.
Well, I'm all talked out. Can't be far to Altissia now, right?
We'll be there in no time. Nice having the wind at our backs.
Lodgings are first order of business.
All work and no play makes Ignis a dull boy.
Someone has to babysit you, too.
Well, you're welcome to sleep in the wild.
Ain't no hotel, but I know a fella has a place.
Hey now.
Wescombe ran with Reggie and me way back when.
There he is.
Was he the other one in that photo with the garage?
Yeah, runs himself a diner or a cafe or something. Go and see for yourselves.
Sure.
Does the place have a name?
McGee or Magoo or Mago, that's the one.
Nice.
You can count on Old West. He'll chew your ears off.
The government issued a statement promising that the reasons behind awakening the Hydrian would be clarified in the ceremonial address.
Got a signal.
Delivering the address will be Lady Lunafreya, who was previously reported dead. This will mark her first public appearance since the violence that befell the signing ceremony.
Lady Lunafreya's gonna give a speech?
Sounds like it.
Lord knows. This world could use some wisdom.
Won't be much longer now, Noct.
Yeah.
Does this vessel have an entry permit?
Entry permit?
Relax. I got one. Here.
That's as old as they get. Seems in order. You may pass.
Prepared in advance?
Could say that. 30-odd years ago.
That's what the guy meant by old.
Lucky us, huh?
That could have ended badly.
Phew! Finally back on land.
Barely. They call it the Walls of Water, but it ain't just the walls. It's the whole damn city.
Which is why we can't traverse the town by conventional means. We'll need to rely on gondolas instead.
Yay! More boats.
Hey, Noctis, catch.
Oh,
Key to the boat. What? Don't you want to go sailing again?
Are you sure?
Why not? Old girl ought to be sturdy enough. Not even an awful driver like Reggie could sink her. A king can't rule with wisdom alone. He needs perspective. So get out there and see the world, you hear?
See it. Yeah, these actually increase stats. You haven't noticed that the attire increases or doesn't increase stats. I don't really like attire increasing stats. Or if you're gonna do it, then I think I would prefer you to do it how Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition did it. Where yeah, you can change their you can change what they're wearing, but you could select how you wanted their appearance to be. So basically you could select outfits for stats, and that's what they're, I guess, technically wearing for the stats, but then you could change aesthetically what they're actually wearing to what you want. So basically you can get the benefits of the stats from different clothes, but you can still wear the same old clothes that you want to wear.
Huh.
Seems like a good time to change clothes. Kind of be incognito a little bit. I mean, if we're wearing our... What does the game describe them? If we're wearing our princess fatigues, or Crown's Guard fatigues, then we might stick out. So it kind of makes sense to change up what we're wearing for this place. Try and be incognito. 'Cause we don't want to necessarily stand out and be recognized as the prince and his crown's guard.
What's next? Immigration?
What do you mean? There's still more?
We're processing a vessel here. Please, use the other counter.
Oh, that one there?
Sir, what is the purpose of your visit?
Purpose, Sid, it's all yours.
Hey, didn't we just... Well, we're here to visit a joint. Maga is the name, yeah.
Never heard of it. Unless you're referring to the alternate entry program. In which case, you may pay the levy directly to me. This amount should suffice.
Oh, what a racket. This is your trip. You cough up the cash.
Well, I guess I chose wrong. At least 3,000 is nothing to me right now. Well, fuck, Sid. I thought you were the better one to go to for this.
You want to check Wescom's place out?
Yeah, let's all go to Mago.
Perhaps we'll even make it in time for tea.
And we'd better start looking now.
It's a photographer's dream.
What a city.
Have a look at this, Noct.
What about it?
What would you like?
Man, that smells good.
Million. Real question. What are we eating?
What's a good place to stay?
He just stood there. They're extending the exhibit for Lady Lunafreya's wedding dress. The Vivian Westwood? But wasn't that a memorial for her passing? Well, now it's a memorial for her safe return. Let's go see it while we still can.
Oh, could that be the dress we read about in the papers?
Doubtless. The designer's name is the same.
Want to check it out?
That depends on the groom. Might still be a sore spot. What with his wedding getting called off?
Who says we can't call it back on? It can still happen.
True enough. Let's keep an eye out for it.
Now I see why people flock from far and wide to the walls of water. I could eat a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Shop till you drop. How about the cafe in the brochure?
Hello, boys. Feel free to browse at your leisure. Thank you very much.
Let's head back to our room. Any ideas for accommodation?
Is this all they're gonna let me go to right now? Perhaps?
The city's quite lovely at twilight.
Yeah, but there's something lonely about it too.
I just adore this shop.
The Vivian Westwood store should be up these stairs. It's farther than I thought.
Seems everyone is making for the shop.
Gondola! Care for a ride?
So sleepy.
Fantastic. Call when you need a ride back. Where should we stay tonight?
Welcome to Accordo, lads. Sid mentioned you'd be dropping in. Wescamarma, as you've gathered. My word, you've grown, little prince. Ah, but of course. You were only a babe at the time.
What should I buy?
The Empire effectively runs the show here. You lose sight of that when there's so much else to see.
Think I'll get something to drink.
He just stood there, staring at the church and looking all sad. Can you blame him? His sister was supposed to get married there. But he knew what was going to happen that day. He could have at least warned her. Oh.
Damn. Now keep talking.
I just feel like there's no point in going into work anymore. Like I'm not welcome.
You're overthinking it. Come on, let's go somewhere you're always welcome.
Yeah, Mago sounds nice.
The crystal. There once lived a man, born immortal but blessed with powers divine, conjuring a collection of glaives. He dispelled the darkness plaguing our star. As a reward for his efforts, the gods granted him a holy stone, the crystal, which he was to guard at all costs, for it would one day choose a king to see us through the coming disaster and lead us to salvation.
Shop till you drop.
I'm starved.
Let's grab a bite.
We made it. Now let's hurry over to the arena.
Why do I have to push this thing twice to make it do anything?
Altissian officials are hard at work on reopening the altar of the slumbering sea goddess. Access to the area around the shrine is currently restricted to government personnel only. The Piazza Urail will also be closed to the public ahead of Lady Luna Freya's address. Officials will be sealing off the plaza to secure the area and ensure the safety of all in attendance.
What should I...
Niflheim's military has mobilized an enormous inbound fleet, preparing a number of Imperial dreadnoughts for departure. Chancellor Izunia and High Commander Flore recently met with First Secretary Claustra in Altissia, but there is no clear indication of any ties between the talks and the deployment. Lady Luna Freya will deliver her address as scheduled.
Eat something?
Call, Cassie!
Based on the government's actions, it would seem Accordo is supportive of the Oracle.
Despite being under the Empire's thumb.
Therein lies the riddle. Is Lady Luna Freya truly safe?
No.
It's your vacation. Why settle for it?
Meldacio Hunter HQ would like to remind you that in these troubled times, all of us, we are exhilarate.
You dream of driving the open road. Call, kid!
Where should we stay tonight?
If Ravis is in town, seems it's only a matter of time before that Chancellor shows up. Another unknown we don't need.
So what next?
After the journey with His Majesty, he settled here and opened shop. He's an odd specimen.
How about the cafe in the brochure?
Hey there. Have a good look.
There's no way the Nifs don't know about...
Lovely.
Only because I'm filthy stinking rich.
Come back anytime.
That's it!
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
I could taste test for you.
Now I see why people flock from far and wide to the walls of water.
Welcome. You won't find fresher fish anywhere else. Pleasure.
The Archean's awakening resulted in the destruction of the disk. Yet the government proceeds with the rite. There's more to this than we understand.
I am losing Gil fast doing this, but I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I am losing Gil in a hurry. Yeah. Oh my god, why is that so fucking expensive? Do I even dare?
Come again.
That's it!
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it.
Yeah, the way I saw it, this is my only chance ever to buy all that stuff. No, let's play this game, because I will never, ever do that many quests and hunts ever again. I just don't see it. Probably not even close. So, fuck it, go for it.
Made it. No.
And, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hurry over to the arena.
Well, I've made this dude very rich.
Ever stopped you?
No idea what kind of fish they have here, but if you catch it, I'll eat it.
Now I see why people flock from far and wide to the walls of water.
So this is your maiden visit. Enjoying it so far? You doubtless have many questions, so ask away.
This country is a part of the Empire, isn't it?
Oh, you're wary. I understand. But there's no need to jump at every shadow. Just be aware that the terms of our independence grant the Empire free reign to come and go as they please.
We'll bear that in mind.
It's admittedly a one-sided arrangement. Most everything we do
God, he looks fucking crazy right here. Holy shit.
and they wouldn't knowingly permit the Oracle to appear before the public. How our government spun that is quite a mystery.
So you see lots of nifs around here?
We do, sometimes even at my place. Theirs is a familiar presence, and the citizens don't think much of it. Though the High Commander did cause a stir when he showed up the other day.
Ravis.
So soon after they felled the Archean and Lucis, his arrival fuels rumors that they will next come to Altissia. The Empire's not content ruling all the land. They want the heavens as well.
You really think Luna will make an address?
If every recent radio broadcast is to be trusted, absolutely.
Where is Lady Lunafreya?
In the city somewhere. But no one has caught so much as a glimpse of her. The media has been conspicuous in its silence on the matter, which speaks volumes of government intervention. That certainly explained the rumors of disgruntled Imperial officers leaving the city.
Has anything changed with Leviathan?
For now, it's business as usual at port. But word is the government will soon open the altar of the Tide Mother.
In preparation for the rite.
Ah, but on the other hand, they're scrambling to stockpile emergency provisions. This begs the question, if they're anticipating that the Hydrian will wreak havoc, why would they allow the rite to proceed? Well, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Thanks, appreciate it.
My dear Camellia, it's been a while.
I heard about your distinguished guests.
Ah, you've an ear for gossip.
How about the cafe in the brochure?
Gentlemen, I won't waste your time. My name is
Hillary Clinton.
First Secretary of the Accordo Protectorate.
You should know, we have Lady Lunafreya in our care. And the Empire demands we surrender her.
What?
Yet I am loath to acquiesce unless we stand to profit. Hence I've come to discuss terms with the King of Lucis. If you've a mind to talk, come to my estate.
She can be oblique at the best of times, but I assure you, her heart is in the right place.
Oh, okay.
At any rate, you must be weary from your journey. Might I suggest you seek your beds for now and ponder matters anew in the morning?
Yeah, I think we'll do just that.
What should I buy?
Remember, your heart is yours to follow. Just see to it that you proceed with caution. Should you ever need it, Margot is at your disposal.
How about the cafe in the brochure?
Welcome, lads. Feeling a bit peckish, lads? You've outgrown your finicky eating, I trust.
3,100,000 killed eat this. What the fuck? Oh my god. They do look like titties.
Of course. I'll have it ready in a mo.
I dare say I could make this at camp.
And I can even do hunts.
Looking to put your skills to the test, eh?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get these done with, you know, beat these with flying colors, I would say. Where do I do these at? I do these in the city?
Over for a bit. It's in your hands now, lads. That ought to tide you over for a bit. It's in your hands now, lads. Excellent choice. Do take care out there.
Yeah, this is stuff that pops up in the middle of the city, which is kind of surprising. They all take place at nighttime except for this, which can be accessed at any time.
Empire by choice. Everybody knows she...
We made it. Now let's hurry over to the arena.
So, care to take a cruise?
Yep. Shit, these are the only two here. I forgot how they pronounce his name, but it was a goofy pronunciation. I'm just gonna call him Wescombe though for now, even though I know that's not right. Regis's longtime friend and close confidant. He accompanied the late king as diplomatic advisor on his cross-continental journey 30 years ago. Their mission to rebuild an alliance with the nation of Accordo in hopes of fighting back against the rapidly militarizing Niflheim Empire. A grave injury incurred in the field forced Wescombe to withdraw from the group. However, and he remained in Altissia to undergo treatment while the others returned to Lucis. Since then, he has opened up a cafe on the water in the city he now calls home, as well as forged a friendship with the first secretary herself, Camelia Claustra. Camelia Claustra, a shrewd politician selected to represent the Accordo Protectorate, a league of towns that fell under imperial control some 150 years ago. Formerly a prominent force in an anti-governmental faction, Camelia continues to push for independence from the empire. As an elected official, she holds the late King Regis in high esteem, having assisted him when he passed through Altissia 30 years ago. Kor's new entry. Kor holds the distinct honor of having served 3 separate Lucian monarchs, Mors, Regis, and Noctis. While his loyalty to his leagues have never wavered, his attitude toward authority has evolved over the years. In the arrogance of his youth, he publicly criticized Regis's retreat from Accordo in the Great War, calling the then crown prince as his men a bunch of cowards. While Kor's Crown's Guard colleagues were incensed by this show of impertinence, Regis was impressed with the young firebrand's willingness to speak truth to power and immediately hired him as a personal bodyguard. The marshal was so touched by this show of grace that he swore to devote his life to serving Regis and his son Noctis. Iris. Iris first met Noctis at the tender age of 5. Her big brother's stories piqued her interest in the prince, a curiosity that one day drew her to the citadel in search of this young man. The castle grounds proved too labyrinthine for the tiny Iris, and she soon lost her way. By some fortuitous turn of fate, it was none other than Prince Noctis who came to her rescue. From that day onward, Iris has harbored a special admiration for him, though she is loath to ever reveal her true feelings. Instead, she opts to show him affection via hand-sewn gifts. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm more on the Noctis and Iris ship than Noctis and Lunafreya. But I mean, how can the average player not be? You see, I mean, it does seem like you see more of Iris than Lunafreya. Talcot's heart is broken by the tragic death of his grandfather, yet time heals all wounds, and before long he is once again working hard to make himself useful to the prince. A paragon of decorum, Jarrett instilled within the young Talcott a staunch stoicism far beyond his years. Only when the topic of conversation turns to his favorite colorful cactar statuettes does Talcott truly act his age. Concortua. Coctura? Coctura. Though Coctura can whip up dishes from a wide range of cuisines, she specializes in seafood. Her proficiency in pescatarian cooking stems from her uncle Navis' love of fishing. When she was younger, she learned how to gut and prepare the fish she caught, an experience that inspired a passion for her culinary arts. Although she cut ties with her fish crazy fool of an uncle due to pressure from her cooking school peers, Navis still proudly sports the protective pendant she gave him as a little girl. Yeah, when I first read this, I didn't realize this character was Navis' niece. So that's kind of cool. Just by reading both of their articles, it seems like they think they were both the ones to cut ties. Like it says here that Navis thought he would embarrass her, so he cut ties with her. And it says here that Coctura cut ties with her because she was pressured by her colleagues, which is kind of weird. Pressure from her cooking school peers is why she cut ties with her uncle. What were they just like? That's your uncle? How lame. You're so close with your uncle. You need to cut ties with them. Yeah, that just seems a little weird. But anyway, I'm gonna end this one here.
Where should we stay tonight?
Until next